Are going on to open.
All right, so this should be an excellent competition. We will kick things off in our 106-pound division. Let's go up to our ring announcer, Hank
Referee
Krapinski.
for this contest is Nate Green from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This contest at 106 pounds. In the red corner, wearing black trunks, he's from Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's welcome Gerald Tucker. And his opponent in the blue corner, he's wearing red trunks with white trim. He's from the Bronx, New York. Here is Ivan Calderon. 3 rounds.
So we are set to go here in our first matchup in the 106-pound division. That is Gerald Tucker. And across the way, Ivan Calderon. Tucker, as you heard from Cincinnati, and Calderon is from the Bronx, New York. Tucker is 17 years old, and Calderon is 21. And in this weight division, as we've seen in our amateur competitions that we've already brought you, always a lot of action and a lot of punches thrown.
And a lot of quality people in there, too, Al. Bradley Martinez, Javier Munoz, Joaquin Gallardo. So these guys will be joining a pretty elite group.
The winner here, of course, this evening will go on to the U.S. Olympic boxing trials in April to possibly win a berth on the U.S. Olympic boxing team. As you see, Tucker is the righty, Calderon is the southpaw.
Tucker has the reach edge, but Calderon has been able to negate that with a slick southpaw style and landing very well with right hooks thus far.
Calderon is more of a power puncher, and Gerald Tucker is a righty now, but we'll switch a little bit to lefty. May box a little bit more in this bout. There you see him throwing a good counter right hand. Good right hand again by Tucker. Joaquin Gallardo, who won out at the Western trials that we showed you this past week, to show you in this weight division, Calderon's 5'1". What was Gallardo, about 5'8"?
He had a huge edge. 5'8" is right. And at this level, that's very significant. He showed that he could utilize the edge. Now, some boxers are not as adept at doing that, but for the guy who can sit behind a school jab, very nice walk.
The computer scoring, and we will look. That's the official scoring. Tucker getting credit for 2 punches, and Calderon 1. A reminder that there are 5 judges at ringside. They each have a pad in front of them. They will hit the button when they believe one boxer or another has scored a punch. If 3 of the 5 judges agree within a second, a point is scored for that boxer. Good right hook to the body by Calderon.
And the scoring has to be done with the white part of the glove, and the judges have to feel that the proper shoulder extension is there, that the fighter is moving forward and into the punch to credit it.
Under a minute left to go. They are boxing in a mammoth ring. This is one of the biggest rings I have ever seen. You think that's an overstatement?
No, this
really
have you
seen any bigger than this?
This stretches the limits of what's available. You know,
this is a 24-foot plus ring. Huge. So if you're a boxer tonight and you need some room to maneuver, you're going to have it.
Well, they have a concert going on in one of the neutral corners.
I think I see Hootie and the Blowfish over there. So it's a biggie. Now, pressure being put on by Calderon. He's done that through much of this round. I guess the question is, as Tucker had a brief lead early, good uppercut by Calderon. Question is, how much of that pressure was effective? That'll do it for round 1. And we take a peek at the amateur rules, Dave.
Well, here's how they'll do it. In the championships, 3 3-minute rounds, 3 8 counts in 1 round or 4 in a bout would stop the contest. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. 3 cautions equal a warning, and 3 warnings equal a disqualifications, and it has to be 3.
System will be used in the U.S. boxing trials and the boxing and the box offs that will determine our Olympic team for the United States. We had in the round 2 in this 106-pound division In the white top, it is Ivan Calderon of Bronx, New York, and Gerald Tucker from Cincinnati, Ohio. Tucker is ranked number 10 in the United States in the 106-pound division. Good straight right hand by Tucker. That may have stunned Calderon.
Perfect way to fight the southpaw will be a lead right hand. And he's getting more confident against that style here as we get into round 2. You know, one way to take a lefty out of being that way is to just start brawling with him. Tucker's been able to do that here and may get his opponent to square up, and he gets himself in a nice position. Also, you don't have to worry as much about keeping your feet outside the lead foot, the right hand. You can get the guy into a brawl. It's sort of a free-for-all and a different story.
Left hook and a straight right hand gets in by Tucker, and another counter right hand. Good body work as well by Gerald Tucker. And you see that reflected in the scoring as Tucker moves out to a 7-2 lead.
It's been a nice round for him. He's really had Calderon measured. Break! So for Calderon, the way to get back here is to use the jab, be the lefty, and make Tucker adjust.
Be the chair, be the clouds. What's his motivation for being a lefty?
See the jab, be the jab.
Yes.
That's his style.
The Strasbourg school of boxing. Good right hand, they're fine.
Yeah, it did serve him well when he stayed within his style for most of the first round. This was very tight. And when he got outside of his natural style, he fell behind here in round 2.
Right hook gets in with about a minute left to go for Ivan Calderon. He is 21 years of age, and in the purple top, it is Gerald Tucker, who is 17. Tucker won the silver medal at the 1995 Golden Gloves.
Break!
And in the semifinals, Tucker beat Matthew Winters by decision to get here, and Calderon beat Carlos Norman.
Well, Tucker really able to counter well here in round 2. Calderon opening up, leaving himself vulnerable with some wide shots. Tucker able to come up the middle and score.
And for the first time, Ivan Calderon going backward in this bout. Could be the power of Gerald Tucker has made its presence felt to him. Good left hook by Tucker. Gerald Tucker showing you why he is in the top 10 among 106-pounders in the United States. We'll be back for round 3. Stay with us.
Well, Tucker was able to spot some openings against Calderon, and there is a good example of it. Knocked him back with a perfect right hand. Was really schooled with that in round 2.
We headed to round 3. We're at Trop World in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Al Bernstein along with Dave Bontempo bring you the USA Olympic boxing trials, USA Eastern trials, excuse me. The Olympic boxing trials are to come in April in Oakland. I knew I'd do that once during the Western or Eastern trials, and now I've got it out of my system.
We had 6 preliminary competitions leading up to it. You were definitely permitted one.
I'm allowed one, huh? Good work by Calderon on the inside.
Calderon trying to muscle his way in there now. Tucker's corner said between rounds, you know, you're giving these points back. Actually, he's not. Got a nice lead here.
It was at 13-3 coming into this round, Gerald Tucker. He's shown some nice boxing ability, Dave. And you know what? We said it was a big ring. Guess what? He's used it.
Used it very well. So when he wants to move laterally, he can put himself in even a better position. You get more room to make mistakes also in a big ring and not pay for it.
That's a big edge for Tucker, a 9-point edge here in the 3rd round.
And in this division, with this type of a ring as well here, 9 points is huge. You're almost home at this point.
If you wanted to use all of this ring, you could be. Good right hand and a hook gets in by Tucker. Halfway through the 3rd and final round. Of course, all amateur bouts are 3 rounds. Calderon now a little more indecisive about just charging in.
Well, he's taken some good shots on the way in, some good right hands, and He's also getting a little bit tired, so he's sort of measuring himself on the way. It's really catching up with him here. Plus, he knows he can't afford to make any kind of a mistake. He's paying too heavy here.
So it would appear Gerald Tucker is going to join 5 other boxers among the 8 to be chosen to compete in our U.S. Olympic boxing trials at the 106-pound division. After this competition, the 2 more boxers will be chosen. One, the champion of the Golden Gloves, and the other, an at-large berth in every division. Gerald Tucker is making a statement here. He is performing extremely well.
And he's in a division that's going to be very interesting. High-quality people there. Just think about him and Gallardo and Bradley Martinez, how some of those matchups might occur. Can he get inside the big reach of Joaquin Gallardo? It will be nice to see how he goes against that next month.
And Albert Gardado and Sean Johnson, who did well at the U.S. Championships, 2 fine boxers. So a division in which the United States has produced some great boxers like Eric Griffin and Michael Carbajal, etc. Just seconds remaining, and it looks like Gerald Tucker from Cincinnati, Ohio, just 17 years of age. Only been boxing since 1993, so he's really made strides in this sport.
And when you see 17-year-olds against 21-year-olds, in many cases, the experience of the 21-year-old will win out. But here's a guy 17 years old, just seems to naturally have all the tools here.
Very poised performance by this young man as well. He used the large ring, boxed well against Calderon. And Dave, it took him really about a half of the first round to figure out how to deal with this man's southpaw style.
The first round was very close. It was 2-1 at one point, but starting in the second round, he did a nice job able to figure out that southpaw style, countered against it, and in a very pressure-packed situation, performed very well.
All right, Hank Krapinski is ready in the center of the ring. Let's go to him now.
Boxers. Boxers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest on points, 19-6, red corner, Gerald Tucker.
Gerald Tucker does in fact get the win as we anticipated, and that young man is headed for Oakland the first week in April to see if he can keep his Olympic dream alive and win a berth on the U.S. Olympic boxing team.